Happy Mindset Monday. How are we doing? How is it going? The chat's on a bit of a delay, so I have to wait. What's going on? Why isn't it showing over here? Oh, come on. Come on, YouTube. Let's get up in there. Can you hear me okay? Wait, how do I... Oh my gosh. Okay. There we go. This one. I want to get into this one. Okay, now we're here. Okay. All right. I'm here now. Okay. So... how are we doing? We got Kate, Mimi, Raina, Nicole, Pragya. I hope I said that right. Dina with an I. Oh, I can see this flopping around in the... Noemi, SG, Abby, Nicole, Jackie, Neve, Mandita, Kate, Raina, Abby, Asani, Tucardia, Maya, Samantha. Hold on. 11 Elviniltus. I don't know. It is letters, and I don't know what they spell out. Okay. Dina, hello. Jessica, hi. Carol, Sana, Simone, Antoinette, Jay, Ariano, Gabriella, Tiffany, hello. Brendan, hello. How's everyone doing? Amandarina, hello. What's going on? Marcy, hello. Okay. Jay Ariano says, reporting that in my journey to be a millionaire, I got my Monday big direct deposit minutes ago. Nice. Hold on. I need to move this window over a little bit so I can see this better. And then, yay. That's awesome. Proud of you. Hell yeah. Shantae, hello. Oh, thank you, Shantae. I feel it. Thank you. Mandita says, I'm so excited. I'm normally a silent watcher because I'm working while you're on. I'm no longer a live virgin. Yes, and that's your first comment. So hello and welcome. Black Goddess, hello. Oh wait, hold on. Mimi's got, let me see. Hold on. Mimi's got Sky, hello. Ooh, Sky just manifested a house. Nice. Okay, hold on. I gotta see because did YouTube change the way this thing goes? What's going on here? This looks different. Okay. Mimi has an interview tomorrow at Bath and Body Works, and they've already hired you. Oh, that's awesome, Mimi. Congrats. You're gonna smell great, and your house is gonna smell great. Noemi, yes. How am I? I'm good, thank you. Thanks for asking. Sky, you manifested in 3 months. Nice. Jackie, thank you. I appreciate it, and thank you for being here. Okay, next slide. Okay, Brendan says, wait, OMG, was the homework about gifts because I graduated and got a lot of gifts? Yes, so the homework was about gifts. I was going to wait a little bit to make sure that we got everybody on to talk about homework, but that's amazing. Congrats. Dina, yes, everyone please hit that like button if you don't mind. That'd be nice. Thank you. Your videos have helped me so much. I'm grateful. Thank you, Maya. I appreciate you. I'm grateful for you being here. Pragya says, am I saying that right? Please let me know if I'm saying your name right. I manifested someone who doesn't even know me, and he's just perfect. Nice. That's awesome. Tiffany says, yay to everyone who manifested. Why am I so tongue-tied today? Yay to everyone who manifested gifts. Yay, Tiffany. Thank you. Actually, when we get to that part, mine that I manifested, my version of this reminded me of you, and you'll know why. As she says, I got free stuff all week, but I'm a nurse. Still not sure if it counts. Well, of course it counts. Raina, do I save lives? Oh. Are the live streams saved on the internet? Yes, they are. They will be on my YouTube. They're on my YouTube page. There's a whole Mindset Monday playlist. You said, okay, anyways, yeah, that's funny. How do I feel with this Scorpio eclipse? I don't know. To be honest with you, I really don't follow that stuff, so I don't know. I don't know. I had my aunt text me like 2 days ago, was like something about the full moon, and she's like, what's up with this full moon or something? I'm like, what full moon? I don't know anything about those things. I really don't follow any of that stuff. My staff, if we ever talk about it, generally my staff has reminded me that it's like, like when the pink moon happens, like even that I barely even know about. You'd think I would know that, but it's just not something I personally have ever really paid attention to. So I'm not used to doing it. So I don't really have it as part of like my business or my, like what I talk about. Jackie says, oh, I'm manifesting husband. Nice, Jackie. Mandita says, now that I'm on a live, thank you. I've learned so much from you. You've helped me completely retrain my whole thinking process. Nice. Congratulations. And thank you. I appreciate it. I'm glad you're here. Glad you're able to share. This wise fox says Mercury. Oh. Hold on. It's funny because I haven't finished reading the sentence, but it says Mercury retrograde is making me stutter as well. So that's funny. Maybe, I don't know. Mercury is communication, right? So maybe my throat chakra is all, hold on. I'm going to breathe into my throat chakra. Okay. So just a little cord, cut a little cord in my throat chakra if there's any lodged energy in there. So hopefully my words will come out better. Janessa says, you've helped me change my life. Thank you, Roxy. Thank you, Janessa. You did that. But congratulations. Abby says, so I've manifested having the best week of my life. I'm scripting, meditation, affirming, etc. But this week, your brother posted a picture of you and you reposted it, and literally 123 people texted you and said, you're hot, sexy, attractive, and have God's beauty. And the cool kids talk to me, but you rejected. Okay. Well, hey, congrats on your amazing week. Do I ever manifest with the new moon? No. I mean, like, I have, like a cup, like maybe like twice, like in my life. I just, like I said, I really don't pay attention to what the moons or the retrogrades or any of that stuff is doing. I really don't, I just don't I can't really answer any questions about it because I just don't have anything to say about it. Not, negative or positive. I literally, it's just like if you asked me to talk to you about like sport fishing or something, I'd be like, it's probably done on a boat. Okay. Philip. Okay, Philip says, hey, Roxy, I was never able to catch a live, but I needed to come on and tell you about my results from this week's homework. Yes, Philip, go, please. Yes, let's hear it. Let's talk about homework. We're here right now. Philip, so we're last week's homework assignment was, and unfortunately, I mean, it's a good reason Leanne's not here. Unfortunately, she's not here, but she's not here for a good reason. She's at a wedding. So it's it's a positive thing. But unfortunately, she's not here to facilitate with homework and stuff. But Leanne always posts the homework assignments on our forum, roxytalks.com/forum. So if you ever need to see what the homework assignment is, or if you want to catch up on them, or, get inspiration on ways that you can start, like using like weekly challenge. They're like little mini challenges, weekly mini challenges to up your manifesting game. roxytalks.com/forum. And it might even be after that /homework. I'm pretty sure it's probably that. but you can definitely see it at the forum. So, okay. Last week's homework was we're going to manifest a gift. Let's hear what Philip said. Philip had to come to a live to tell us. That's pretty cool. So Philip says, I casually affirmed I am gifted all the time because I'm appreciated. Then Friday, I got employee of the month for the first time, including a gift card. And they literally said, a gift for you. Yes. Okay. Let's see. That's awesome. That's so exciting. Okay. I want to hear it. Let's go into it. Let's do it. We're already doing it. Everybody tell me about homework. Raina, where's the forum? roxytalks.com/forum. That's where you can go and look at the homework. And then you can also, of course, it's a forum. So you can leave your comments, you can leave your results, you can, see what other people are, what they did and stuff like that. So I want to hear what everybody, what gift did you manifest over our gift manifesting week? Please put that into the chat. And also while I'm saying that, just so everyone knows, today is, so 360 Methods officially out. And today is the last day to get the bonus of $500 off. So if anybody is on the fence about joining 360, today would be a good day to do it if you were thinking about it, because you will get the 360 off, $500 off. And that is valid until midnight PST tonight. So I'm just typing this in a little chatty chat. If anybody's on the fence, just know that the $500 off is going away tonight at midnight PST. I'll put that up in the thing. And then, okay, let's go back to this chat. Okay, I want to see. Dina with an I says, I was gifted a magazine subscription and my neighbor brought me cupcakes and a book out of nowhere. Nice. That's awesome. Jay Ariano says, I actually got late gifts for my bestie, a new LV purse, dress, and face products. Hello. That's nice. Pragya says, I was affirming for 90K rupees just to see if I can get it out of the blue. And I received 92K through some giveaway. And I was like, oh my God, I did it. And I love you, girl. Girl, oh my God, that's amazing. Am I going to do the birthday card? The birthday guide. Yes, I will be doing the birthday guide. It's coming soon. Yeah, it'll be out soon. Soonish. Connor says, the gift homework was amazing. The universe kept giving me so many gifts last week. Money, seeing bunnies on my run, making new friends, name a few. Yes, that's awesome. Mandita says, I think the silent watchers collectively manifested catching you live today. It seems like that happened for sure. They were like, I need to talk about my gift or whatever. I'm making it to that live. Neve says she received 4 gifts. That's awesome. Okay, I'm trying to make sure I get it to all the gifts. The homework. Meals all week. MK purse, face cream. Dang. Brendan said $700, and I'll be getting more when I have my family parties. College alumni merch. Dad got a new window AC unit with remote control and a new shower head. We desperately needed. Nice. Upgrade. Yay. Mimi says my gift was getting the interview at Bath & Body Works because I've been working on manifesting it for a while. And getting the job, right? Didn't you say they already hired you? Or is that's part of your effort? I like it. You're right. You already got the job, so that's the other gift, right? Ladadita says $100, a bouquet of flowers, and a delicious peach from the farmer's market. Nice. A dozen roses, Jackie. Nice. Is it milk? Okay, I think that's milk. Says I got gifted flowers. Nice. Black Goddess says my gift was 2 cases of cupcakes and 2 packs of ice cream from a friend. That's awesome. That's amazing. Okay, I got to tell you guys about mine. So mine ended up in the form of, and this is why it reminded me of Tiffany, is like we basically got to go to a free concert this weekend because there was a music festival by my house. And I mean, like, I thought about buying tickets, but it's just like, I I don't know. I don't like being confined in the same area for like a long period of time. And so like sometimes the idea of like festivals like give me like the claustrophobia starts just like even thinking about it, like being in there all day. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Anyways, so we were just like riding our bikes around it and just like looking around. And we ended up finding this spot behind it where like all these locals were hanging out where you could see like the stage and like see the screen. And I was like, I have literally paid for worse seats than what we're seeing right now. So we got to watch Sheryl Crow for free last night. And I was like, this is pretty cool out on the ocean. And it was really fun. So anywho, Brendan says, I feel festivals are stressful. Yeah, it's like a lot. It's like a lot for me. And I'm just like, I'm older now. Like when I was younger, I had it in me. I just don't have it in me anymore to like do all that. It's like a lot. It's a lot, you know? So, and the older I get, the more the more I don't like to be around crowds or like in, huge groups of people, or I've never liked being in tight groups of people. I got lost when I was a kid from like a big swell of people came up at a fair and like separated me and my mom's hands, and I was like lost for hours, and I was like 3 years old, and it was like the first traumatic event in my life. So I've never really like been a fan of like swelling crowds and things like that. So I don't know. When it's like too much people, I'm just like, "Eugh, I'd rather just not. I'll hang out where the food and the the shopping is. Like, where's the merch and the food? That's where I want to be chilling. As I'm wearing a concert shirt. Someone just pointed out. But this is at like an arena, so or like it was at the Hollywood Bowl. So you have like seats, so it's not like, you know. And it was one day. Again, it's not like a who cares? What are we talking about? Let's talk about you guys. Shantae, what's your manifestation? Let's hear it. Tiffany says, yes, free concerts. I was thinking about you all day. I was like, I'm going to this show for free. And then there were people. So I was like, maybe somebody will just give us wristbands. And this happened to me once with Claudio. I was manifesting seeing Claudio at one of their shows. And the person walking in front of us, like saw him and got to interact with him, like the way I was visualizing. And then in this thing yesterday, the people like the group of people literally walking in front of my husband and I, was 3 people. They asked this older couple walking out if they were done with their wristbands. And they're like, well, we got 2. And they're like, oh, 2 is better than none. And so I told my husband, I was like, I manifested that happening to us. Or I visualized that happening to us. But we ended up getting to see it from the outside spot anyway. So it doesn't really matter. Okay. Mandy just says, wait, I gifted myself, but I went to buy Florida Panthers tickets today and got the last 2 in the section. I'll take that as a gift. I mean, life is a gift. Every day is a gift. So it's always a gift no matter what. Okay. All right. All right. Shantae says, I'm manifesting that my family is healthy too now. Saw huge progress this weekend. My brother has gotten use of his arms back so much so that he helped us work on our car. Wow, that's awesome. Health is so amazing to manifest because it's like you can't buy health. There's like nothing. You could be rich and not have your health, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you have if you don't have your health, right? So being able to manifest a body that is pleasant to live in whatever way is got to be number one, right? It's got to be the most important thing if you don't already have that. Graziella says, some say we should take action to manifest and others say you should do nothing. What do you think about that? I think that I think that it's both. It's like don't do nothing. Like what, you're just going to lay on your couch for the rest of your life? Like go on about your life, living your life as if you are the version of you that has what you want. That version is going to wake up and go do stuff and do things and take action, meaning go to places, open doors, talk to people. They're going to act, they're going to move their body. Like really think about what you're saying. Should we take action to manifest? I know that the talk is like if you're talking about specific actions, like you're manifesting a person, so do I text them? To me, that's more like a manipulation, because if you're deliberately trying to manifest them and you're like, okay, I'm going to text them because I'm trying to manifest them, it doesn't sound like you're in an abundant mindset. So you're not in a place of receiving the right text message or receiving the right response that's not going to mess up your manifestation. Because whether you send a text or not is what's the word I'm looking for? Irrelevant. What you do after you send that text determines what reality you're choosing next. So you're always taking action. And even just lying in your bed is taking an action. It's choosing to either do or not do, right? So not that it's bad. I'm just saying, like when I hear this, like, take action or do nothing, it sounds so ridiculous. And it's like, how about pick the reality you want and then act as if you are that in your mind. You behave, you think like you already have it, meaning that you don't let yourself contradict, worry, doubt, fear, use your insecurities, or you use your actions to play out the same old story. And if you are using your actions to play out the same old story, like let's say you're manifesting let's say you're manifesting millions of dollars and you're going to work. Well, your body can be going through the motions, but your mind is still describing the abundant lifestyle of being a millionaire, whatever the hell that means to you. Neve, what is my daily manifestation routine? 360 method. That's literally what I do. I do all day, every day. It is my, it's the lifestyle. It's my practice. It's what I teach my clients. It's what I do in my life. It's the point of it is that I'm awake, let's say 18 hours a day. I'm manifesting 24 hours a day. So I need to make sure that while I'm sleeping, I've set myself up to be in the right mind frame to manifest what I want while I'm sleeping. And when I'm awake, my thoughts are going in the direction of my chosen and ideal reality, no matter what my 3D circumstances are telling me. So my routines involve meditating in the morning, scripting before bed. Like I said, I'm setting myself up before I fall asleep. When I meditate in the morning, I'm setting myself up for the day. 360 method is about watching your language. So I'm paying attention to what I'm saying about every subject and making sure that as I'm responding and living throughout my day, what I'm thinking and saying is, I'm going to use the word allowed just because it makes sense for how I'm describing it. But it's like, if that's allowed in my ideal reality, or if that's allowed for the manifestation. So if my ideal version wouldn't think that, then it's not allowed in this reality, in these thoughts, basically. So I have to make sure that I'm not allowing myself to think those thoughts. If they pop up, I switch them and shift them into a thought that would exist in my ideal reality. And then it's all day, every day. And you're just paying attention. And then if I'm having a down day or negative day, or my feelings get involved in a less than desirable way, then I'm honoring my feelings. I'm paying attention to how I feel. I'm making sure that if I'm triggered, that I'm looking at what's below that, and not just like the surface level thing that has triggered me, because generally it's not that the issue. The surface level thing is not the issue at hand. It's what's below there that's the issue. So it's just like a song and dance of that. And when you say, and then, the question of, do you act or not act? It's like when I say kind of a little of both, I mean that. I mean, you just kind of do the dance of staying in your reality, your chosen reality mentally, while healing the current emotional, damage that you might be, like experiencing from everything you've experienced over the course of your life, but making sure that it's not affecting and impeding your manifestation or anything that you're trying to get to. That was weird. Anything you're trying to get to. And then right there. And then when I have those moments, I just take a little, just give them a little appreciation for being in alignment. I've been super in alignment all May because I keep seeing my, now it's the 16th, obviously. So I'm not going to see like 16 or whatever, but I've been seeing like on the 5th, 555, on the 4th, 444, like consistently, like all May. So I've just been really trying to give that, that little, whenever you have those little synchronicities, give them the little bit of recognition, so that you can keep reminding yourself that like, I am in alignment, I am on the right path, I am doing it right. Like as I'm sitting here telling you exactly what my process is, I look down and it's 222. That's what it is right there. That's it. That just proved itself right there in the moment that if you can do this, that's the path right there. It like just confirmed itself right there. So yeah. That was funny. Powers of Tarot says, it seems like a successful homework for a few people. It would be cool if we did a similar thing again with different things and concepts. I'm totally down to do a group manifestation. That was really fun. Okay, Bree says, hi, Roxy. I manifested a gift money, LOL, randomly from my father out of nowhere. Well, we as a community manifested gifts last week for homework. So, congrats, you did. That's amazing. Simone, thank you so much for the super chat. Simone says, Roxy, I'm manifesting my boyfriend back. What should I tell people if they ask about our relationship? If I don't want to rehash the old story. Okay, so talk to me a little bit, just briefly in the chat. Tell me, what is the old story? What is the new story? So I can have some, what am I wanting? My throat chakra is so clear. So that you can have, so that I can have some context about like what kind of affirmations we're going to be using and what exactly you're going to be saying. Fig Nation In Sync. I was listening to In Sync on my bike yesterday. I love In Sync. Oh gosh. Okay. So basically what I would tell people though, just in general while you're typing that, what I tell people is find the neutral ground. Find the neutral positive in the story, right? So I don't know exactly what's going on, but I'm just going to make something up. So let's say that whatever, I'm just going to say this. You know, hey, how's blah 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 going? You're like, you know what? Actually, I realize how much work I had to do on myself, and so I'm actually kind of taking time to work on myself. They're doing the same, and it's helping us come together so much better. Right? You say something that's like neutral but not a lie, so it doesn't mess you up. Neutral so that it doesn't like rock the boat of your manifestation, and also neutral so that your people are satisfied enough with your answers so that maybe they don't pry more. And if they do try to pry, you can just say, and I realize when I sit around and talk negatively about it, it just makes it worse. It makes me feel worse. It makes me have resentment towards this person, and it doesn't help us. So I've just kind of decided that I'm not going to talk negative about them. I'm not going to talk negative about us as a unit, and I'm not going to talk negatively about myself. And it's actually kind of helping. You should check out RoxyTalks.com. Anyways, but yeah, so take a neutral route. Okay. Old story. We broke up because he told me there wasn't a spark. New story. We're back together and deeply in love. Yeah, totally. And like, I mean, a spark can be lit. Think about like a pilot lighter, your stove, like a gas stove. Like a spark can be literally lit in an instant, So don't let that cloud like hang over you. And just again, yeah. So, we're working on the things that were kind of in the way before. And it's really awesome that we're doing this for each other and for the relationship, or I'm doing this for the relationship. And like, actually one of my things is that I don't want to talk negatively about it anymore because it just made me feel so bad about the situation, or like something like that. Let me know how that feels. Because if your friends don't understand that you don't want to talk negatively about the situation, then like I would rethink who you're spending time with, because like if the people in your life are not supportive of you doing what's best for you, then they're not good for you, right? Like I everybody has to learn and grow and adapt. And if you have people that don't want that for you, then it's just why wouldn't they want you to grow? Because they don't want you to leave them, right? Like they think it's just like some weird shit. So personally, I would just say like, say something that is, neutrally positive and true enough to like get you through the moment so you don't feel like you're lying and like, get all discombobulated with your manifestation. And then also let your friends know that we're not going to be saying negative things about this situation anymore, period. And draw that line and make that boundary clear in that moment. Yeah, just everybody, if you're new to the chat, just so you know, the mods don't like a bunch of spam. So if you're spamming the chat, they're gonna mute you. They just want to make sure that the chat is safe and comfortable for everybody involved. S191, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, "Hi Roxy, it's my 30th birthday today. Yay! Happy birthday! Happy birthday!" I was reflecting and realized I didn't feel worthy of all the love I was getting today. How do I work on that? Okay. All right, let's think about it. So why wouldn't this is going to be interactive, okay? Because I don't I mean, I could give you questions to ask yourself, but I can't really get to the bottom of this on my own. So why wouldn't you be worthy of it? What would it mean to be worthy of it? What evidence have you gotten throughout these 30 years that tells you that you're not worthy of it? And what do you think you're worthy of? Those are the questions that wanted to come. So, if you don't mind sharing. Raina says, "Happy birthday, fellow Taurus." Yay, getting lots of birthday love from the chat. Because obviously you're worthy of the love because you're getting it. Right? Shantae says, "That was a really good explanation on how to talk to people while manifesting. I appreciated that." Thank you, Shantae. I'm glad that helped. Yeah, and again, that goes for anything. It goes for any subject. It goes for anyone you're talking to. Like, if the person that you're talking to can't respect that you don't want to talk negatively about your situation anymore, they're not really your friend, you know? Okay, so we're waiting on some feedback from S191. I want to hear back what these specific worth thoughts sound like, or what's deeper and underneath that, so we can kind of get to the bottom of that. Destiny, thank you so much for the super chat. Did you have a question? Or if not, just a donation. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Either way, you're much appreciated. If you do have a question, type it in the chat. Leanne, not the one word Leanne, not the Leanne Lee Dash Ann. One word Leanne says, "I manifested a prize yesterday, something only if offered yesterday, something that will remind me of an event. Is that a gift?" Absolutely. Absolutely. And congrats. Okay, and I'm waiting to hear. I don't want to get too distracted with another question. So I just want to wait. I want to hear back from S191. Plus it's their birthday, so I want to make sure we give them their time. And also, I do have the chat slowed a bit, just so that it helps with the there's a bit of a delay because it helps with the bandwidth or whatever. So the pictures. Good. Here, this is me talking about things I don't know about again. Okay, Destiny, I'll get to your question in just a few. Fig Nation, welcome and thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you, Dina. I'm going to pin this to the chat. While we're waiting for S191, just a reminder that there is $500 off 360 Method if you join today. Today's the last day to get $500 off. 360method.co is the website. And the course, the program itself begins on June 6th, and we're going as a group. It's an 8-week program that I'm guiding you through personally, with 8 weeks of group coaching and video module lessons, awesome homework, meditations, and affirmations for every week to help you become the expert manifestor that you desire to be. Manifest your ideal reality. Okay, S191. Do you, okay, I know you're saying thank you. Do you have BB and Annie? I see your question. I want to give I got S191 super chat. We're talking about self-worth stuff, and I want to hear back from them. And then I also have a Destiny super chat coming up. I just wanted you to let you know that I see your question, because the mods might mute you if you keep asking it. Just letting you know. Well, Amrita, you're very sweet. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna jump to, let's see. I don't want to give you guys too much dead air. All right. We'll come back to S191. Let's see. Destiny says, I currently have been separated from my fiance who's had a hard time with alcohol, which has been a downfall of our relationship. I do believe we can get back together, but it's been hard to affirm for me. I would say that first things first, like, if you want to see them, having a handle on the substance issue, then you have to describe them that way. Look for my rewriting your specific person videos. I think there's 2 of them on YouTube, or they're on my podcast as well, if listening is easier. But Remy says, don't get back before he's clean. That's kind of like where I'm going with it. It's like the healing, like for you, I would say the healing probably is most important that is done for them to do before you put yourself back in that situation. So if you want them to be sober, or whatever that looks like for you, I'm just going to use that word because I don't know your situation. I'm just going to use it to throw it out there. If you want them to be sober for your relationship, thank you, Dina. Dina linked the video in the chat. Then you have to begin seeing them that way, describing them that way. They're getting treatment. They're doing so much better. They're so healthy. They're putting their health first. They're prioritizing themselves. They're prioritizing their physical and mental health and emotional health. Okay, you do want him sober. Okay. So I want you to look at that video, Destiny, about rewriting your SP, and really, change the story that they are getting treatment and they're doing so well and you're so proud of them, and then let that be the story. And in the meantime, excuse me, you have to do your own healing, because you are hurt from this and you are pained and injured from this. So the person's sobriety is going to be like an issue, right? For you guys getting back. So it's going to be very important that you are able to affirm through the sobriety, through the non-sobriety, affirm sobriety through the non-sobriety to manifest it. And in order for you to do that, then I think that you need to heal and work on the pain that you've endured in having to be in this relationship. And whatever was underneath that to begin with to have you manifest this relationship. So the underlying stuff that's going on within you that caused you to manifest a relationship like this needs to be healed in order for you to fully be like in my personal, what I'm intuitively feeling is like you probably won't be able to. I don't want to say that. I don't want to put that on you. I want you to be conscious of the fact that if you're not healed from what has happened, it might be harder for you to react to them on their journey in a way that doesn't affect the manifestation in a negative way. Does that make sense? Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, in blanket terms, if you're not healed enough to deal with the triggers when they're acting ways that aren't, because it's not linear, right? Sobriety is not always a linear. I don't know. Maybe it is. I don't know. I don't want to make assumptions, but it may not be a linear journey. And if it's not, or if you see things that make you feel in a negative way, if you haven't healed from all this stuff, then it's likely that you will react to it in a way that causes you to continue this storyline. So, healing of yourself, working on that, healing the wounds that have been caused from this situation. And yeah, Remy says you must have had a wound initially. You must take care of yourself first. Exactly. That's exactly my point. Otherwise, you would not attract a damaging relationship. There you go. Remy says it right there in the chat. So whatever's going on within you to attract the relationship is still there. So that needs to be dealt with while you're doing the work of the rewriting your SP, like I talked about, considering them sober, talking about them as sober, seeing them as sober, seeing their stumbles as wins, right? Like changing all of that to be a support for them. Like you have to be healed enough to support them through that process, and even like supporting your own thoughts through the process. Meaning, again, if their sobriety is not okay, fine, I put it down forever and I'm never going to touch it again and I'm fine. If it's not that, there might come times when you get triggered into thinking they're not doing it. Oh, here we go again. Just like my blah, blah, blah. I shouldn't be here. How come it's not like this? What did I do wrong? Why did I? All of that stuff affirms the old story. And those things need to be healed and dealt with in order for you to fully move past, in my opinion. And it sounds like some people in the chat that may have similar experience or experience with this type of stuff are corroborating that. Okay. And perfect timing because S191 says my Wi-Fi turned off. So you just responded with your stuff earlier. So that was perfect timing. Okay. S191. So reminding of the super chat says it's my 30th birthday. Congratulations. Happy birthday. I was reflecting and realized I don't feel worthy of all the love I was getting today. How do I work on that? I asked you some questions and you said, I feel like growing up as a middle child, I had to try hard to get attention and it turned me into a people pleaser. I'm always anxious. Everyone else is having a good time, but it leaves me feeling, I'm guessing not good. And today's the 16th, is it not? Yeah, I was like, you got to be a 7. This has to be 7 and not 8. I was like, it cannot be the 17th right now. It has to be the 16th. 17 is being a 7, I think definitely has a part to do with, because 7s are very much in their heads. So I can tell you with a 7, it's going to be very important just off the top that you meditate every day and you do a creative outlet every day. If you don't do that, you just go crazy. Like 7 people born on the 7th of the month, or when their birthday number adds up to a 7, like S191 today is their birthday, it's the 16th. So just know that like not being able to fully express what's going on in your head out to the people around you is part of like the 7 energy. So it's not your fault, but it is something that you want to work on, being able to communicate. and to communicate your honesty. So when someone is a people pleaser, that means that a lot of times you are putting yourself aside for other people, and that that's been telling you your whole life that you're not as important as them. You're not worth, your feelings don't measure up to someone else's. Like theirs take precedence. You said it leaves me feeling depleted, but today people showing me love made me feel strange. Okay, yeah, because maybe you're not used to it. Or, maybe it's highlighting this idea of having the spotlight on you. Um, I would say I would do some journaling on this. Literally ask yourself, why did this make me feel strange? What was strange about this? Why do I feel uncomfortable? And what can I do to remind myself every day that I am just as important as everybody else, or I'm equally important as everybody else? Um, that I am allowed to have the attention sometimes. It is perfectly acceptable, and not only acceptable, but like necessary, that sometimes I am the one that gets the attention, that I am the one who is pleased and not the other way around. It's important, if you are a people pleaser, that we start, like closing the chapter on that book and saying, listen, I've given a lot over the course of my life, and now it's time that I have to learn how to get a little bit. I have to learn how to receive, which will make me an even better giver, or whatever, just trying to like make peace with it in your mind. But um I would say that some soul searching is it's time for some soul searching with you, because it's a great time. You're entering your 30s. 30s are it's a whole new decade. It's a whole new way of living. You're going to start uncovering stuff about yourself that you never understood, and this is evidence of it, right? This is like the beginning of it. Here it is. So open it with open arms, or like welcome it with open arms. And yeah, let's start journaling on it. Like, what's up with this? Why is this weird? And like, what can I do to remind myself of my worth every day, or make myself feel important every day, or something like that? How can I prioritize myself every day? Could you think of 7 ways you could prioritize yourself? Or can you think of 3 ways you can prioritize yourself that you can do two times a week plus something else on Sunday? Like, um, what are ways that you can begin the practice of showing yourself you are important, and not that you're better than anyone else or that you're more important, just that you deserve equal. And if that's the case, then if you are people pleasing, again, then you deserve to be pleased on some other end of the spectrum. There is pleasure coming for you on the back end because of the pleasing that you did, right? Like, if that makes sense. And those words sound weird when you're throwing them around like this. I know that, but that's ones we're using. Shantae, what, wait, hold on, did I miss? Is this a super chat? Did I get all of them? Yeah, okay. Dina said, the past is created from the present moment, so yes, you are constantly shifting timelines. Shantae says, Dina, is it? Whoa, that's really cool. There's a video on this PBS Spacetime YouTube channel called Our Past and Present Real. And I know I've talked about this a million times, because I did a reaction video to it, and then I was going to post it, but I didn't, because then I was scared. I was scared of getting a copyright strike from PBS. And then I talked about putting it on my website, and I just haven't yet. I'll be real honest, I just haven't. But you can still watch the PBS video, but they talk about how obviously only the present moment really exists. There's only the now moment, right? Or let me back up. All things exist all at once, but we can only experience the now moment. There's only the now moment, and like there's the only place that things only happen in the present moment, right? So everything exists, but you only can experience it in the present. So there's always this now moment, and as you're moving from now moment to now moment to now moment, you are essentially one dot in time, in space time, and you're not this like I'm seeing like a shooting star with a tail versus like a dot, like meaning like the tail would be like your past collection of everything that you think is your story. So when you're I am this, I am Roxy, and I've done these things, and I'm 38 years old, and I've lived all this life. That's like my comet's tail, like, or my shooting star's tail, like all the tail, all this past debris that I'm dragging along in my wake. When in reality, I'm one dot now, now, now. now, now, over and over and over. So when you are looking, when you're looking anywhere, past, present, future, it doesn't matter. You're creating your next step. You're creating where you go next based on what you just were looking at. So, and the same goes with your past, because your past is not attached to your story. Like I said, like the comet, it's not part of this tail that you're dragging around until you make it a part of it. So if I were to be able to operate in this now moment, being that dot with no what's the word I want to use? Attachment to that wake of debris in my past, then I could essentially go anywhere because I'm not anchored down by the idea that I'm stuck doing only things that could happen for something with this sort of debris in their wake, right? I can only do things that Roxy up till now has believed is possible for me. But if I could detach from all that stuff, I could go anywhere in any instant. Are you talking about Bashar? Let me hear talking about Bashar. Bashar talks about the past and future not being a thing. Everything exists now. He said when you shift into a new reality, you now have an entirely new past. Mhm. There's scientific evidence about this being true. I'm telling you the exact PBS space time to watch that'll tell you this. They will tell you, and they are smart, exactly what Dina just said in the chat about from Bashar. So the video is on the PBS space time YouTube channel, and it's called something to the effect of "Our Past and Future Real," something like that. Okay, BB, type your question again. Sally just said, I just quit my job. Congrats, Sally. Sally Jensen. There's two Sallys. Rim, it's interesting. You said, I know everything about manifestation, but I can't start. Help, please. I guess I'm lazy. But you've typed that thing like probably, I've seen it probably at least 5 times. So you can't be that lazy. So why don't you put that focus onto something that'll actually, benefit you? Not that this isn't benefiting you, but like if you say that you're lazy, you'll continue to be lazy. Maybe you can oh my god. It'd be funny, internet trolls should just come on and just say, "Hi, I need attention. Will you please say my name online so that I feel validated for the day?" And then I would just probably say it because I'd be like, "I appreciate your honesty." Okay. Okay, how do you let go? How do you truly let go when all you think about it? How do you truly let go when all you do is think about it? Please help in all caps. Okay, so I've noticed that BB and Rim, I don't know if you guys are the same person. There's a lot of people on today that I've never noticed before. The names I've never seen before. And you guys keep typing the same things over and over. And I keep seeing your names together. Mesh, I validate you, baby. I got you, boo. Oh my god. Sorry. I'm sorry. Sometimes being in the chat is so fucking distracting. I'm like trying to like answer questions and all these things are popping through and it's like I'm trying to keep my mind focused and I'm so good at focusing already. So okay. Rim, I want you to check out my videos on the 360 method. I actually have videos about beginning a manifest. Don't I have videos about beginning? I check out my 360 method video. And then BB. Okay. BB and Annie. The please help in all caps. And then like the, like I understand the nature of the chat is to like type it over and over to try to be seen, but like that in itself shows me something. So my advice to you is so you truly let go and all you do is think about it. healing needs to be done because something at the attachment is a problem, right? There's an attachment there that's not healthy, it's not helping you, it's not serving you, and that's why you can't let go. So what is the attachment doing for you? What kind of benefit are you getting out of this attachment? And actually, as I'm saying this out loud, to those people who have been working on their manifestation a lot and it's not working, or they don't know how to let go of their manifestation, think about this. What purpose is this thing that you can't let go of? What purpose is it serving for you? Because it's going to be doing something. It's a band-aid for something. So peel that band-aid off and look at what's going on underneath. What does that wound actually look like? And keep the band-aid off, because the band-aid is like hiding the problem and the wound is festering underneath it and not being dealt with. So why can you not stop thinking about it? Why is it a problem? Why can you not move on? Why can't you see past it? Like, you need to be looking at these things and really analyzing, like, what is it with this thing? Why this thing? And why can't I move on? What is in the way? What happens when I try? Why, like, going and seeing what's beyond the person, because it's not about the person. You think it's about the person, but you're using that as a mask and it's a band-aid. So, like, look, you want to truly let go, then you need to figure out why you can't, why you're holding on so tight. BB says, "LOL, hi Rim." Do you guys know each other? Are you guys the same account back and forth? Dina says, "Fear of being alone forever and fear of never finding anyone better," I'm guessing. Well, your fears manifest, so how can you make peace with it? Aaliyah says, "Is it possible for my SP to actually want to marry me when he never talks about marriage?" Absolutely, 100%. Because I can tell you 3D, I never thought I would get married. My husband always said he didn't believe in marriage, so I never thought, and even though his parents are still married, I never thought that, like, I never really planned on getting married, and I thought that he didn't want to, so I honestly thought we would just be, like, together, and not married, and then he asked me to marry him, and I was really surprised. I had no idea that he had even I was shocked. So that's just 3D, but, I could say as far as, like, manifesting it, 100%. So, like, from now on, they do wanna marry you, and that's the only way they want to marry you. And instead of is it possible for them to want to marry because they never talk about it? It doesn't matter if they never talk about it, or maybe you can start affirming that they do talk about it. They want to marry me. He wants to marry me, and he talks about it all the time. Now, or maybe he just realized he wants to marry me, now he's starting to talk about it, or he's wanted to marry me this whole time, but now he feels comfortable talking about it, or something. I mean, you know? BB, it's more of a situation. I'm sure it is, but I don't have any details, so it's not. I can't like read into it without. I don't know shit. I don't know you. I don't know your situation. So, like, I get the amount of detail I get from the question. And that's about as much as I can give back. Dejan, you want to manifest new teeth? Absolutely, absolutely. And it starts with, I love my smile. I love my teeth. My teeth are so strong. My teeth are so strong and healthy. Um, they're so white, or whatever it is that you're looking for, that you want to say about your teeth and about your smile and how it feels to have those teeth and how it feels to have that smile. Turn all of those into those I wants into I ams and I haves. Shrooms, kind of same question. Can you talk about manifesting your dream physical appearance? It's kind of the same thing. It's like, it's partially, there's two parts to manifesting your physical appearance. One part is not saying the thing that it is. So if your teeth are not good, not saying I need new teeth, because if you had great teeth, you wouldn't need new ones. So Or if you, let's just for easy, like if you're overweight, if you call yourself fat, you're obviously not your ideal weight. And when you affirm those things, because those are affirmations, you then select a future reality that you're going to have to end up in where you are those things that you just said. So part of changing your or working on your physical appearance is not tearing yourself down, not saying the things about yourself that may be physically true. Who cares? You already manifested it. Like if you already manifested your teeth not being good, you don't need to ever mention it again. They're already fucked up. No offense. But I mean, it's just to be frank, they're already fucked up. So like the last thing you should ever say is that they're fucked up ever a fucking again. Because if you want them to change, they're changed. They look great. It's on its way. I'm glad. I'm happy. This is working out. I made the right decision or whatever it is, because if you keep talking about how they're fucked up, they're not going anywhere. Well, they might be going out your head. I don't know the situation, but like, you got to affirm what you want, not what it is. How do you find the podcast? I'm on all streaming podcasts, roxytalks.com/podcast as well. Just look at Roxy Talks on any podcast platform or roxytalks.com/podcast. So part of your physical appearance is number one is not saying the thing that you don't like about yourself, not putting yourself down, not saying the thing about your physical self that isn't what you like. And then the next part would be obviously saying the things that you would like it to look like. You swapping those. Nick says, I look amazing naked. Yes, you do. Yes. I mean, I don't know. Yes, of course you do. Sapphire says, I recently found your podcast and the one about healing your inner child was so incredible. Love your work. So happy I found you. Thank you. I appreciate you. I don't know why I just clapped for myself. Erase. Strike that from the record. Objection, hearsay. Okay. Oh, gosh. Hannah says that you got a lot of exam stress. Any tips? Yeah. Okay. So, okay. Now, first off, let me say I was a terrible student. Okay. I was a terrible student, meaning I never did my homework. Okay. So, and I never studied. And I openly admit that. Okay. So I'm the last person you should ever take study tips from because I don't have them. But let me explain how I got through college because I don't want to act like I'm not. I take extensive notes. Ask anybody that's ever done a session with me. That's how I was in school. I take extensive notes, and if they don't test on what's in the notes, I don't do well in the test. That's how it's been for me, right? So like I study my notes. That's all I ever did was study my notes, take my notes, reread my notes before the test, and that's it. I was a terrible student, okay? So like I'm talking like literal educational tips. I was not good at it is what I'm trying. Okay, I need to stop saying these things, all right? So, yes, I had my own way of absorbing the information. And so my advice to you is do what you do that you study, how you study, but like maybe make like a structure for yourself. Like I'm going to do 2 hours of this, blah, blah, blah. And then I'm going to take a break and go outside and take a walk. And then I'll do 2 hours of this studying. And then I'm going to take a break and do this. Like peppering in your day with like breaks and things that are actually enjoyable to you. Someone said burn the books. Is that an Alf? I love Alf. I could not read textbooks. Like I just could not read them. So like I would try like at the beginning of the semester, but I couldn't do it. So I couldn't do it. Couldn't make myself do it. So I never did. Yeah, I studied behavioral science in college. So that's what I studied, behavioral science and criminal justice. Those were my major and my minor. And I did great in classes where they taught what they tested, and I did not do good in the classes where they didn't teach on what they fucking tested. Like if I had to do it on my own, I didn't do it. So that's my story. Smart, but not a good student. Roxy, why don't you apply yourself? Oh, gosh. Okay, I'm going to stop talking about myself. What about you guys? Brandon says I never read the full textbook. The other thing is, like, I'm an artist, so, and I study behavioral science, so the textbooks were, like, hard. Like, I took, oh my God, the worst class I ever took was psychopharmacology. I barely, I think I literally got a D on that. I barely passed that class with a D. It was so hard for me with all of the terms of all the drugs and the um the chemicals in the body and all. Oh my God, that was like that was the hardest semester. I remember that being just so fucking hard trying to take that class. Because and that's why I tell people with the quantum physics stuff, like I'm not a scientist at all, I'm an artist. And so go watch the I don't read quantum physics books. I have that one that I mention a lot, but that book is an author or a writer who read quantum physics studies and then put it into terms that people like me might understand. That's that holographic universe book that I talk about, Michael Talbot. Okay. Don't say that, Roxy. You're both good and smart students. Okay, Mohammed. The reason why I said it and I didn't care about affirming it is because I'm not in school anymore. I guess I could say I'm a good student. The rebel in me is like, no, you fucking weren't. No. Snake says I took regular pharmacology and I hated it. That shit it's hard. Oh my God. That was so hard. I was like, okay, this is not for, I can't, all right. Okay, I guess there's a limit to how far I can go in this. Yes, and I know I was affirming I was a bad student. I'm a bad student. And yeah, I guess I could think about whether I care to change that. Or do I feel like do I like that part of my identity? That's weird. Like, am I proud of that? I am not proud of that. Destiny, you took pharmacology too. Yeah, I didn't take I don't know about pharmacology, but I took the psychopharmacology. So it was obviously all of the mental side of stuff. That shit was hard. Okay. Georgina, where's part 1 of your question? Georgina says, thank you for asking last week, but you asked a follow-up and I had to leave by then, so I missed it. Okay. A week since a lot has changed. I affirmed 4 weeks to hit my deadline. I'm wondering why, despite believing in it and knowing in my heart that it's done, it didn't work out. Now I don't know how to go forward either. I broke up with my partner. Okay. Can you give me a little rundown? I just don't remember. I'm so sorry. I get so many, questions and then over the week and comments and stuff. I don't always remember what people's stories are from Mindset Monday. If you don't mind refreshing my memes, please. Royal Rizzo says, I had a sore throat for the past 2 days, so I started listening to a throat chakra meditation and I noticeably felt better. That's awesome. It's so funny when that stuff works, you know what I mean? As weird as that is for me to say, like, like when I'm all like not nervous, but when I have like the energy like coursing through my body and I grab my crystal and it's gone, it's just so the atheist skeptic in me is like, what? No way. Okay, talking about my skepticism. Sorry, I'm gonna go off I'm going to go off script for a minute because I'm waiting on Georgina. But The Circle. Is anybody else watching The Circle? I know Dina is. I want to go on there so bad. I feel like I would be so good at it. Like, as I just would be super skeptical of everybody, and I think it would be funny to watch. Because I don't believe anybody. I don't believe anything that any of those motherfuckers say. Oh, gosh. Okay. Dina said The Circle is the best show ever. I love it. I'm obsessed with it. It is so funny. Even my husband, like, well, he likes it. But, he doesn't really get into many reality shows, but that show is so addicting. Snick, girl. Okay. It's on Netflix. There's I think it's on the third season now. Third or fourth season. But it's basically just, it's a reality show where, I guess it's 8 people live in a apartment building, completely anonymous from each other. They have cameras all over the apartment, and they can only connect with they have this social media for the building, or it's called The Circle, for The Circle. So they can only communicate. They have no communication with the outside world at all. They can only communicate to each other through this social media platform called The Circle that they're all involved in. And so they make a profile, they put up pictures, and then they have to interact with each other, and then they get voted off, and then the last person standing gets whatever. But the twist of the show is that they can either be themselves or they can be a catfish. And so you're people are making alliances, and they're trying to figure out who to trust and whatnot. And it's just so good. I don't know how to explain why it's so good, but you cannot tear yourself away from it. But this last season had the freaking Spice Girls on it, and they were catfishing as a regular person. So if anything's going to get you to watch it because the Spice Girls were on it, and it was amazing. Dina said you always root for the catfishes. Oh my God. Circle message. Snick. Oh my God. Yeah. It's so. Let me know what you think afterwards. It is just compelling. Oh, Mandita, you sent a super chat. Let me see. I was waiting. Oh no, I'm sorry, I didn't see. Yeah, I was waiting for something from Georgina. Okay, to clear. Okay. Let me get to Mandita's super chat. Thank you, Mandita. I appreciate it. Can you have a separate journal to de-stress and write about 3D events? I refrain from having when I don't want to accidentally manifest any stressors. Okay, great question. So I think that journaling is really healthy and important, but I don't think that it takes the place of scripting. So you can totally have a separate journal, and if it makes you feel like this is the stuff, this is the going out, and this is the coming in, the journaling is the emptying, and the scripting is what's coming. You can do that if you want to keep it when I write in here, this is the stuff that's leaving. When I write in here, this is the stuff that's coming to me. I personally a lot of. I don't journal probably as much as I should, but on the times that I need to journal, when I'm trying to script and the stuff is in the front of my face, I just journal it right there. I just get it out of my head, and then I just fix it with my scripting, essentially. Because here's the deal, is that whether or not you write it down, it's still obviously manifesting in your world, because you just said it was there in the 3D. So this is something that this comes across to people a lot. When I talk to people in sessions, and then right here, people in sessions, I don't want to tell you exactly. I'm afraid to. I want to use my words, choose my words carefully, because I don't want to tell you what's really going on. It's well, it's already manifested. It's a little late. You telling me is not going to change the fact that you're experiencing it already right now. So keeping things bottled up because you're afraid of looking at them makes it last longer. So I want to say that again for everybody. This is for everybody, especially people that are holding in a lot of pain and hurt and anger and resentment and past, and aren't able to let go. They don't want to look at the honest truth and be okay with it. They don't want to accept the honest now. like, as it is, this is what I'm telling, this is the story I'm telling, this is what I believe myself, and this is where I'm at right now, and this needs to be to let go of in order for me to move forward. If you can't do that, you just continue manifesting the same thing over and over again because it's part of your story. It's part of your truth. And even if your truth is to manifest yourself out of that situation, the first part of that sentence is manifest myself out of, like I'm in something I don't want to be in, which means you're in something you don't want to be in, which means you're constantly affirming over and over and over that you're somewhere you don't want to be. And that's why you're not there. So my advice is get that shit out, get it out of there. And totally have a separate journal. You don't have to. But if it helps you, like, this is leaving, this is what's coming, keep that stuff straight, that's totally fine. For me, I just don't, like, in my mind, this is how I think about manifesting. We're manifesting all the time, 24/7. This little trick of what notebook I write it in doesn't fucking matter. Like, I'm still thinking these things and feeling this fucking way, and it's getting in the way of my manifestations. Whether or not I write it in a blue notebook or a fucking pink one, whether I write it on a piece of paper and burn it, or fucking do it with the full moon, or when the Mercury record, who fucking cares? It's still something that I'm allowing to do this in my mind, so I'm continuing to manifest it. So, you know what I'm saying, right? Like, get this. Like, you're always manifesting. So we're trying to figure out ways that work for us, but at the end of the day, if it's on your mind, it's in your reality. There's no way around that. You can't escape that. That's what life on earth is. What's going on in your mind will be your physical reality, period. So my advice is to come to terms with this shit as fast as possible, as instead of holding on to it for as long as possible and not addressing it for as long as possible, right? Okay, all of you who are affirming you have middle child syndrome, if you do not want to be the Jan Brady of your family anymore, I would suggest you don't affirm that anymore. Georgina, no, you should not be trying to manifest somebody who's actively disrespecting you because you have not switched the story about himself. You have not changed the story about yourself that caused you to manifest this relationship, nor have you worked on your reactions to him because you're still trying to figure out if you should manifest somebody who's actively disrespecting you. So I would say no go on that. It just seems like a whole pain in the ass. And you're talking about this thing that you were so sure about, and then you're talking about other things you're not so sure about. That's why it didn't work out. You're not sure about anything. Doesn't sound like it. Maybe you're sure about some things, but your doubts are strong. You're going back and forth. It took you 5 messages to explain your story, which just tells me that there's a lot to it, which tells me that it's not clear and precise to your ideal reality. Steph, how do you not affirm something when it's constantly in your mind? Flip it. 360 method. That's what I talk about. Whatever's in your mind is coming in your world. So if it's in your mind, then switch it to something you actually want it to be. Control the way it's in your mind. If it's up there, fine, but you control how it's up there. If it's going on in here, I control how. Nolan, how to avoid thinking the doubting thoughts till something manifests? It's 2 parts. One part of it is like, figure out what it is you're actually trying to avoid and what it is you're actually doubting, because there's validity there. There's a reason why you're doubting. And if it has to do with your pattern, your story, your history, and blah, 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 whatever, then you need to look at that stuff because it's within you and it's manifesting, and it's an issue and it needs to be addressed. The other part of it is maybe not necessarily trying to avoid it, but just like I was saying with Steph, if it's in your mind, switch it to something better, and then switch it, and then switch it, and then switch it, and then switch it, and switch it, and then never stop switching it. The switch is what's important, not the fact that it came up to begin with. It came up because you're human and shit comes up in human beings. It's part of our deal. We've all, like, even though our past isn't real, like we were talking about earlier, the the how do I say this? The accumulation of experiential data on the human psyche affects us, right? It affects what we do. It's how we make our decisions, right? So even though our past is not necessarily real, we make it part of ourselves all the time because we think that's who we are as our past. So it's natural and normal for things to come up that you've experienced, fear, worry, doubt, insecurity, whatever, limiting belief, however you want to look at it. That's normal for it to come up. Do you listen to it? Do you believe it? Do you sit there and listen for 2 fucking hours, 3 days, 4 days, a whole weekend? Blame it on the full moon, blame it on the fucking retrograde. Or do you say, oh, that's not supposed to be there, and switch it to something else every fucking time? That's what 360 is about. And that's the difference between allowing yourself to continue manifesting a reality you don't want to be in and actively working to change it so that you get something different in your life. Panda Bear says, Jan Brady reminded me of the time she manifested George Glass in a very Brady sequel. She did manifest him. Oh my God. Oh my God. That movie. And okay. And it's interesting because not that it's the same name, but we were talking about George Glass, and then I was talking to Georgina Gilbert, which is like a George with a G last name. That was just interesting that all happened at the same time. Georgina, people around me want me to be angry in some way. So you're still going on part 6. You got healing to do. There's healing, there's anger, there's pain, there's frustration, there's a lot going on. And it's just like it sounds like you're trying to manifest all these things, but a lot of your pain and frustration and trauma, whatever it is that's underneath, needs to be handled properly because it's in the way. Yeah, I appreciate you guys. Okay, I'm glad my little rant made sense. Okay. Because I don't even I honestly almost, like, don't even remember it. I was, like, not present for that. Okay, I just remember that I was ranting about something. Alright. Christy, I love your question, says, "I'm learning about affirmations, but I worry about not being humble." Okay, Christy, I feel you so much. I feel you so much, and I think that you're nailing something for me that's something that I deal with too. It's like part of me when I'm affirming, I have this thing of like, but who are you to have all of that? Who are you to have all that, right? Like my life's really fucking great right now. So one of the things I work on is that when I affirm bigger than what I have to remind myself that wealth is not a bad thing. It doesn't mean that you're a negative person. There's probably a lot of wealthy people out there that you don't hear about because they're not out there doing fucked up shit, making it into the news, and they're giving their money in positive ways that are helping people. And I am not somebody that like I'm going to do more of what I'm doing, right? So I know that me as a very wealthy person is just going to be an amplification of what I'm already doing. So I have to remind myself of that. I do deserve it. This is my reality. And if I'm looking at my reality and saying that because some people don't have, I shouldn't either, then I'm not going to have. And that's my own, that's something that I have to reconcile. Is it okay for me to have while others don't on this planet? Is it okay for me to look at the world and say they don't have because I'm keeping them not having by saying that? And so when in my mind, it's probably best for me to accept the wealth so that I can continue to let those people know that they can do that as well. Leanne says, when you wear your starter crown, you affirm your bigger crown is on the way. Nice. I like it. Maddie, you have a question about your dream with your SP. I have a video about dreams and what they mean, but don't read too far into it. And that's literally why I'm not even going to read your dream and go into it because I don't even want you to go down that road that far. Okay, I'm gonna do last call for super chats. Tiffany says podcast idea, feeling okay with manifesting a great life for yourself. When Leanne will go back through and notate the stuff. So Leanne, when you go back through, if you don't mind putting that on our podcast list, please. Thank you. Thank you, Dina. Dina linked the dreaming about your manifestation video for who was the person that was dreaming. Georgina says, thank you for reading and replying to my rant. I realized it was too long and kind of embarrassed. Don't be embarrassed, but just the fact that you're seeing, you're like, okay, wow, no wonder I didn't get it because all of this shit is in the way. And even though like that, the stuff you're talking about, your SP doesn't necessarily have to do with like the other thing, which was it, I think it was a job maybe. Like I said, I couldn't remember from last week, but even if it's not the exact same thing, all of that junk is still in your way, right? So it's going to manifest, it's going to show its head in more than one area. And this is again why I talk about 360 and like making sure that you're manifesting, you know, your story for every area of your life and you're paying attention in every area because something could be blocking you in one thing that you don't realize is a problem over here and vice versa. Or you could have something that's an issue in every area of your life that you don't even realize is causing you problems everywhere. Or one thing, and you know, it's an area that you're saying I'm not good at and it's hindering every other area, stuff like that. So 360 method is exactly what that's about. We're figuring out what it is that we're doing to keep us out of our ideal reality. And then we're going to figure out what that ideal reality is. And then we're going to swap out those behaviors so that we can become the ideal. So if you're interested in doing that with me, 360 Method is an 8-week course. No, it's an 8-week program. It's not a course. It's an 8-week program. We're doing it together live. There will be 8 weeks of group coaching with me, the whole entirety. You'll have support the whole way through. And there's $500 off. That goes away tonight. So if you're interested in joining, 360method.co. I have it linked on the screen, obviously, if you're watching. $500 ends at midnight PST. That's in like less than 9 hours if you're interested. The program itself will be available until the end of the month. So you could join until May 30th, and then we're closing the doors. There will be a wait list available if you want to join later, but I don't know when or how that's going to go about, or like what the next iteration of 360 is going to look like once it comes back around. How do I manifest like a pro? How do you manifest like a pro? 360 Method. I was just talking about that. 360method.co. Check out that website. And also, I have videos here on YouTube about my 360 method where I'm talking about it and discussing what it is, so you can get more of an insight into it if you're interested. Right here on YouTube. Okay, yeah, mama. Yeah, mama. Thanks for the super chat. Says my SP and I have been together 4 years this July. He says he doesn't want to be with me. I still have to live with him and don't want it to end. Okay. So Dina just linked the commitment affirmations. Actually, Dina, I don't know if you were linking that for the person I'm talking to right now, but I'm glad you did because your mama, can you Yeah, mama, can you please right here link Dina clicked linked right here the commitment affirmations. I want you to go there too. Just so click that and have that. Do your like command click it so you have that on your browser if you're not on mobile, I guess. If you are on mobile, check out my commitment affirmations because that'll help. That'll give you something that you can like listen to every day to help install these ideas about like what your SP or your person is thinking about you and how they feel about you. But what I want to say is that let's decide that whatever made this person whatever made him say this to you is because of how you have felt, what you've worried about, what you've been insecure about, any sort of trauma, pain, damage, fear, insecurity, worry, doubt, limiting belief that you have experienced up until now is why he would say something like this to you. Okay. So let's make peace with it and say, all right, I have obviously been entertaining thoughts that are not serving my ideal. And so I'm going to just make peace with the fact that I've gotten myself into this point right now. I don't like it. I don't have to like it, but it's okay that I'm here and I'm going to move forward. Ya mama. I'm going to move forward. They asked me to say it again. I'm going to move forward. Being conscious of not repeating those fears, worries, doubts, insecurities, yada, 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 that got me here. Okay. So you're going to work on figuring out what it was that got you here. And then not doing those. That's 360 method, stopping those in the moment, but also rewriting the story of this person. So I know Dina has linked the rewrite your specific person video several times in the chat. If you want to scroll up, I'm sure it's in there. She might put it again. I'm not sure. She's working super hard right now. And she's amazing. And so also the rewrite your specific person video, because you're going to want to start saying, of course he wants to be with you. He loves you. He doesn't want to go anywhere. He doesn't want it to end either. He's so excited for the new chapter. And even if sorry, in my head, I just heard, when I said the new chapter part, it's yeah, let it end, because the chapter ends and the new one starts. So even if he doesn't want it to end, we can turn the it into something that's even if it did end, you wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind that chapter 3 ended if I knew that I was turning the page to chapter 4. I would actually be really glad chapter 3 ended, knowing that I was going to get to chapter 4. Do you catch my drift? Right? So whether or not it ends, end it, bitch, because you know what's coming next? The next amazing chapter. I'm ready. I'm excited. Either way, something amazing is coming for us and we're entering a new chapter. So I'm really excited. So if he said this shit in chapter 3, if chapter 4 is incredible, who fucking cares what happened in chapter 3, right? Because chapter 3 got us to chapter 4. And especially this is something I tell my clients too. It's me as a married person, my husband and I broke up twice. The first time we were broken up for a year. 2 years. The second time we were broken up for a couple hours. And that's the breakup I've talked about multiple times about when I manifested him back. But that wasn't the only time that we've broken up. So, and that we were a lot younger when we first dated. So, but those breakups are part of our story. Those breakups are part of my marriage now, and our great relationship had and needed those breakups, because the persons that we became during those parts apart, during the person that, okay, how about this? The person that I became in those 2 years, actually him too, because he had his own healing to do. He had stuff that he was dealing with that he needed to heal from. We were 23 when we met. So we had stuff to deal with at 23. So from 23 to 25, I had major growth and healing that I needed to do. So that when I got back with him and we did the breakup at 26, he had some stuff to do in those few hours. I already did my stuff, because the stuff that I did caused me to cause the breakup, which brought him back around, because that was my letting go, right? So the 2 years apart we spent, we both needed. The second breakup, even if it was a couple hours, I needed it. He needed it. That breakup made our relationship what it is. If we hadn't had that, I don't know, we probably wouldn't be together. So who fucking cares if it ends? Chapter 3 ended. I don't care, because chapter 4 is so much better. I'm ready for it. And so you're turning what you decide what it is. Who cares what they said? If you're listening to what they said, you're already backwards, and we're already fucking past some shit you don't understand. So if you care what they say, you're backwards. Look at the rewrite your specific person video. Check out my 360 method video about how to do this. But he wants to be with you. You're living together and it's getting better. Nothing's ending. And if anything does end, it's just the old shit we didn't want anymore. So bring it on. You're changing the way you're talking about this thing to something that actually works for you. I basically said the same thing that you said, but in a way that makes you way more powerful, way more in control, and ensures that things are working out for you in a better, a way that will benefit you in the best possible way, right? So that's what you want to turn your attention toward with your affirmations, your sentences, the way you're reacting, the way you're thinking. Okay. Was that the last super chat? Because I am spent. Okay. Is that it? Nope. There's another one. Okay. Last super chat. Thank you, Rachel. What are your thoughts on divine timing versus timing doesn't matter? They're the same thing. That's how I feel. Like, you summed it up for me right there. Like, my opinion is that that's the same energy. Timing doesn't matter. You could give it to me today, tomorrow, 60 years from now. I don't care because I'm going to be fine now. I'm going to be fucking great now. I'm going to be great in 60 years. And whether that thing comes now, today, 60 years from now, or anywhere in between, fuck yeah. So that's timing doesn't matter. Here's divine timing. The universe is bringing me this thing. I know that it's going to come at the appropriate time. I know it's going to come anytime it does. And I'm going to sit back and allow the universe to let me have it when it does. It's the same energy. It's saying, I am so confident in myself and the universe that I know that it's going to happen. And I'm so content in my life now that I don't fucking care when it does, because it's just going to be, it'd be like another sprinkle on the cake. Like, cool, more sprinkles. It's already cake. You know what I mean? That's like, does that make sense? Yeah, like, I don't know. In my opinion, it's like the same thing. So, Leanne says, Courtney and Travis are married. Are they? My Halloween costume. Because we broke up a marriage. We did Katie and Russell, and then they broke up. I felt bad. I didn't break them up, but me and my husband dressed as Katie and Russell like years and years ago when they were still married. So I hope that answers your question. All right. Super chats are closed because I have to get off. I'm feeling a little drained today. Oh, we have homework. Okay, let's do another group manifestation because I know that was fun and everyone liked it. What do we want to manifest this time? Let's do a group manifestation for homework. Snick, can I make an upbeat affirmation video? One to pump you up on the way to work or workout. I feel like I have done that. I feel like I've made something like that, and if I haven't, I know that I'm working on, like, the Money album that I put out recently with the tracks, like, the ones on YouTube are, like, an hour long, and it's just, like, the same, like, 10 affirmations over and over but, like, onto, like, a music beat, onto a beat from Malachi. I'm making another album like that, for self-love. So it'll be more, like, positive. Self-love is like the blanket. It'll be more, like, positive, upbeat stuff. So if I don't have anything out there like that already. Oh, Linda says yes, she has her success rampage. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, I feel like I have something. So Linda says success rampage, and then I'm also working on a new project for that as well. Thanks, Tiffany. Tiffany said, let's show this video some love with a thumbs up. Thanks, Tiffany. Let's do. India, hey! India says, shout out to Solo Music. Yes, shout out to Solo Music. Shout out to India. Speaking of him, where is he? Do I tell them India why? Or do I just keep it anonymous? You let me know. Okay. Quick question, Roxy. What do you do if you get paranoid whenever you meet a new man that they could be using you for sex? Don't give him any. Don't give him any and find out. India and Alea. I love you, Alea. Hope you're doing. I know Alea's like probably 7 feet tall. Okay. Okay, here's a suggestion for our group homework, manifesting for others. Are you guys interested in doing a Homework. India, can I tell everybody who you are? As far as like who you're like how I know you? If not, we'll just pretend we'll strike that question from the record. So, love you, Tiffany. The homework. Okay, India is Malachi's sister, everybody. So Miss India is part of the fam. She is Malachi's sister, and I don't know. Do you have a YouTube? If you do, go this follow her. If not, you feel free to put your YouTube in the or your IG in the chat. And thanks for joining us, India. We're glad you're here. So the group homework. How do we feel about manifesting for someone else? And that's the only idea I've seen posed. So let's do it. Or if you guys have another idea, let me know. Otherwise, someone said $10,000. Fuck yeah. Linda, would I ever do a giveaway? Yeah, and I've done a couple actually. I've given away one-on-one coaching. I mean, granted, it was to put on the podcast, but it's still a good session. And Tiffany said, "Hey, India." Yeah, we got the whole talented family. All right. Shantae said yes, just like last year when you got money for that girl's bro to buy tarot. Divine Awakening says finding the right soulmate. Divine Awakening, I want to give you special homework that you find your soulmate. Your homework this week is to find your soulmate. We can have 2 homeworks. Or Divine Awakening, how about this? How about manifesting someone else finds the right soulmate with no jealousy and just totally proud and happy for them. Good news, just some good news. So these are ideas where I'm reading from the chat. India, what's one thing I do to start the day in alignment? Meditation, definitely. Well, I read every morning. So yeah, I read every morning. First I read, then I meditate. And I script before bed. So those are like my 3 daily like gots to do's. And then I'm doing 360 all day long, of course, but I would say meditation in the morning is probably the most important thing I would tell anybody to do. If I could give everybody one tip and only tell them one thing to do, it would be meditate every morning for the rest of their life. Manifest constant contact. I mean, some of us don't have a problem with that. No offense. A compliment from someone who wouldn't normally give you one. Oh. Divine Awakening gets their soulmate. Yes. Absolutely. Okay. Linda, how long do I meditate these days? About an hour, but I don't really time it anymore. I just go until it feels right. And then usually like there's a point where like I feel like I should get up and then I make myself stay longer. And I usually get like more information usually. So it seems to be about an hour, but I don't have a timer or anything. Divine Awakening, how do you meditate? What are the tools? Okay, Divine Awakening. If you go to my website, roxytalks.com, I have a free guide. It's just like it's a 2-page like PDF download. And I literally just talk about like how I meditate to nothing. How I would because there's obviously guided meditation. So I would say start there if you've never meditated or if you're new to it or if you want to try something new, try a guided meditation. The channel I would suggest is called Rising Higher Meditation. And I have some on YouTube as well. I'm suggesting someone else's before my own, but they're like hers are so good. So anyways, I have a couple here on YouTube. I'm gonna get put out more, but the Rising Higher Meditation is a great channel to start. That she just has like so many of them. I have like 3. So she's like 50. They're great, and but those are for guided. If you want an unguided meditation, which is what I normally do, I just meditate to like meditation music. I actually wrote down my process so that there, so I could tell. Go download it because I explain it in depth more than I could just say right now. So, okay. Royal says, I start my mornings with meditation, but I can't seem to focus or master it yet. Maybe try a different one. Try a different kind. Like if you're doing a blank, try a guided. If you've been doing guided, try a blank. Maybe try switching it up a little bit. But keep going, but don't stop, even if it's hard, because it like takes a while. And like sometimes when I'm going through a lot, it's hard for me to meditate because I have so much on my mind that it's hard for me to clear everything out. So it's not linear as well. I've talked about that with other things. Like I mentioned that earlier about sobriety not being linear, but I don't even know if that's true. It's just something I said, and I don't know if that's true actually. I'm not a doctor. I don't know. But what I meant by that was like healing process, right? Like emotional healing is not linear. So neither is meditation. Some days it's a lot easier than others. Some days I get like crazy information. Other times I'm sitting there thinking about all the shit going wrong in my life and really not even realizing it till an hour's gone by. So Camellia says it's 444 here in Denver. Oh, I used to live in Denver. Hello. I heard that they're getting a new friggin' area code. My husband just told me that. I think like probably like 1 million people have moved there since I moved away or more. Okay. Linda, did I close my spiritual store? I did. I just couldn't. I didn't have the capacity to keep up with it. I just literally could not also do that. So I just closed it. Okay. Shantae says, I like to use guided for the first few minutes, and once it finishes, then I go into a deep personal meditation. That's a great plan as well. Okay. All right. Mesh says, today I just saw colors in meditation, mainly purple and blue and pink. I should have kept going. Yeah, definitely keep going. For sure. Okay. All right. Let's pick a minute. Let's pick some homework. Let's do a final vote on group manifestations. Final vote, group manifestations. Let me tell you some of the ideas we've got. Celebrity interaction, manifesting a compliment, something exciting happening. Oh, I like that one. Because then you get to decide what is exciting, which is, once you realize that you define exciting, that you can define everything as exciting and start bringing more excitement into your world just by defining things that you used to not call exciting, and therefore affirming more excitement. Getting a compliment. I think I said that. Good news. Manifesting for someone else. Finding a soulmate. Constant contact. All right. Those are our homework options. What do you think as a group manifestation? What do we want to work on? Ashley, the librarian. Yes, it is okay if you're manifesting someone but don't know their name. Totally totes. Okay. I mean, yeah, I know. That's what I'm trying to figure out what the homework is. I want to vote. I want everyone's opinion, or I'm just going to pick one. Thank you, Brendan. Manifest for someone else. Manifest an unexpected compliment. Manifest a celebrity interaction. Manifest something exciting. All right, I want to manifest something exciting because that's the one that got me the most excited. So, we're homework this week. We're manifesting something exciting. That's so exciting. Oh my God, it's so exciting. Really exciting things keep happening to me. My life is so exciting. Oh my God, this is so exciting. I'm so excited. My life is full of excitement. Exciting things happen to me all the time. Exciting things come my way every single day. There's always amazing and exciting things happening to me. So there's our homework for the weekend, for the week. I just threw some affirmations at you. Mish says, I'm excited already. Yes, exactly. Cool. Nora's on board. Good. We like it. Yes. Manifest something exciting. Powers of Tarot says, my life is basically like the plot of a movie. Mesh is screaming because life is so exciting. Yes. Okay. We're so excited. Yes, yes, yes. Powers of Tarot says, I have main character moments all the time. And great news, better opportunities, and great health are definitely exciting things. Compliments are exciting. So this is what I like about this one again, is because you get to redefine what exciting is to you. And I suggest that we all do that, including myself. Roxy, let's redefine what exciting is and stop saying that things aren't that, because that just keeps us not excited. Snick says, excited to see what comes. I love it. Ray says, shotgun wedding, here I come. Oh my gosh. Nora says, each second of my life is super exciting. Yay. Okay. So we got a bunch of good affirmations from each other. That's going to be our homework. So next week, you're going to come back and we're going to talk about all of the things that were exciting. And this is what I actually really want you to do. Not just manifesting something exciting, but I want you to really look at what excites you and what you allow your, yeah. Okay, here we go. We're all going to lower our threshold of what's exciting, because I think probably the majority of us in the manifesting community, right? The majority of people in the manifesting community are trying to get more than what they already have, right? Isn't that what we're doing with manifesting? Like, what I have right now is not good enough. I need something else or something better or something more. So we probably, as a group, maybe we have a really high threshold for what excites us. So much has to go on in order for us to actually be excited about what's going on in our lives, because we're so used to looking at what we have and saying it's not good enough, that maybe we've raised the bar too high. So let's lower this threshold of what excites us. So your homework is to manifest what's something exciting, but the real work here is lowering your bar, your threshold for what's exciting, and really paying attention to what you deem exciting and what you deem is not good enough to cross that barrier into excite mode. Does that make sense? Because let's not just fucking get stuff. That's not the point here. The point is to make long-lasting changes that are going to carry us throughout our whole life, okay? So, what the fuck excites me? Let's lower the bar, meaning upping the amount of excitement in our life. We all deserve that. We all need and deserve to be more excited about the fucking amazing shit all around all of us. Everybody here right now has the internet. That means that we are far more blessed than we are allowing ourselves to see, right? So, exciting things happen to me all the time. My life is great. I'm excited about what's coming. I'm excited about what comes into my life. Snick says, be excited over every little thing. Yes. Mama for Wisdom says, I'm so easy to impress. I love it. I love it. I love it. Jenny asking about opposite manifestations happening. I have 2 videos about that on YouTube. So just put Roxy Talks, like manifesting the opposite. That should bring those up. Snake says, I see exciting things all around me. Powers of Tarot says, I have had, have, and will continue to experience the most exciting life ever. Brendan says, genuinely more excited for my new shower head than anything. Fuck yeah. Tiffany says, ooh, this is good. High expectations for excitement. Let's be excited for the sake of feeling excited about life. Yes. Little things make me super excited, like donuts. Ooh, yes. I love what you said. Let's be excited for the sake of feeling excited about life. Yes. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. I want to hear something from Dina. Dina, I want you to tell me something exciting. I want you to tell me something exciting about your life. Or I mean, not even that. I just want you to tell me an affirmation. Ashley says, we'll appreciate things even more. Exactly. And when you appreciate things even more, you manifest more. Ray says, I'm excited to get off work soon and go for a walk. Yes. Okay. It's working. Linda says, ordering in is so exciting. Yes. Okay. We're doing it. We're doing it, Peter. Mohammed says, I'm having exciting thoughts, but in a good way. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. The crowd is shouting for Dina. Snick. Oh my gosh. Yes. You go, my son just listened to me for the first time. I'm so excited. Yes. I think we talked about this. Didn't we talk about this? But yeah, because your children are so attentive and they pay attention. They do their chores. They're so respectful. They always do their homework. They're so tidy. They're so well behaved. They're so great. Of course. Panda says each day brings big exciting news. Dina, are you here? I just want to hear a good word from you, and then I'll go. Proud of you, Snick. That's awesome. Yay. Oh, wait. Dina. Okay. I'm going to amend yours a little bit because I love you so much. I am excited how happy I feel every day. I'm excited for how happy I'm. No, let's go with what Tiffany said. This is going to be our affirmation. Tiffany said, okay, I'm excited for the sake of feeling excited about life. Can you do that? I mean, not that yours isn't valid. I just want to like turn it up a notch, you know? Or I'm excited about feeling excited about life. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. I'm excited about feeling excited about life. Because then we don't put a time frame on it, right? Because there's like a little bit of time frame on this and a little bit of like indignation of like, I'm not happy because you're okay, I'll read it. I'm excited for the next day. I feel happy again, which is saying I don't feel happy now. So I am excited to be excited about life. Something like that. Because I don't want you implying what you don't like in your affirmation because it's like a waste of breath. Like why even, it doesn't even, it like cancels itself out. There we go. I'm excited about feeling excited about life. Yes. Okay. 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 And actually I really like that one because again, the threshold, I have a high threshold for excitement as well. So I am excited about being excited about life as well. That's true for me. I am excited about being excited about life. I am excited about feeling excited about life. Brendan says, I'm excited about how excited I feel. Yes, I love it. Snick says, I'm excited to see everything we all get excited about. SG says, I'm excited about getting all the chores on my list done. Yes, this is amazing. Yeah, we love you, Dina. Oh, yeah, also just a reminder, I don't know why something's telling me, we're still doing Disney September 12th. That hasn't changed. We just haven't been talking about it lately. 360's been happening. So that's still happening. If you're interested in coming to Disneyland as a group, we're doing it on September 12th. If you want more information, you can email us at hello@roxytalks.com. And I believe there's a post about it in our forum, roxytalks.com/forum. Your homework this week is to not just manifest something exciting, but let's amend the homework. Let's not manifest something exciting. Our homework this week is to learn how to be excited about being excited about life, right? The affirmation I want us to embody this week. I am excited about feeling excited about life. That's your homework. Embody this affirmation. I am excited about feeling excited about life. And then the mini goal is to manifest something exciting, right? Like that's what we started on. But I think that overall like more so finding more excitement and enjoying life, period, I think is where we should focus. Tiffany says the vibration of the word excited is so high. It feels so good to say. Can't help but smile. It does. It feels exciting. Mesh says Fall Guys is coming to Nintendo Switch. I can talk very well. I'm excited. Candace says I'm excited about feeling excited about life. Yes. Shantae says I'm excited about meeting everyone at Disneyland. Linda says noticing what makes you excited can bring more of it into exactly. Because the more you appreciate, the more you manifest. Fig Nation says I'm excited to be working on what I need removed and not working anymore. Fuck yeah. There you go. I'm excited about your new chapter. That sounds awesome. Awesome. I said that weird. Okay. Oh my God. Brendan says, oh my God, I was just thinking, I wonder if Roxy will bring Disney up again soon, like 10 minutes ago. I did. Oh, it's so weird. Mohammed said, I'm excited about this video because it's going to make me excited in life as long as you're doing the right way. Yeah. As long as we're looking at life and saying, you know what? I'm so excited about feeling excited about my life. I'm so excited. So excited to feel excited about life. Let's just affirm that. And if we're not feeling that way, what can we do to add some extra joy, love, excitement, attention into our days and not focus too much on what's making us not feel excited, or feel not excited, right? So I love you. I appreciate you. This is very exciting. We're all super excited. I'm excited to start 360 Method with you. So if you want $500 off, that deal is going away tonight at midnight PST, 360method.co. Sign up for the 360 Method. The program itself begins on June 6th, and we're going through it as a group. There will be, June 6th is the first day. It's a Monday. So every Monday you'll get a video module, and every Thursday we get together as a group to talk about what's going on in the week. And then there'll be weekly meditations and affirmations that go along with each theme of the program to help get you through each day. And we're just going to become expert manifestors and create our desired reality together. So 360method.com. No. 360method.co. Fuck that M. Fuck that last M. Never heard of her. 360method.co. You can sign up for more information. And of course, I still have one-on-one coaching available for less time. Meaning less frequently. RoxyTalks.com. And then other courses and workshops that you can begin as well. There's free content, meditations, affirmations, music. There is the forum where you can look at the homework and find other people who are manifesting just like you. And do some exciting shit. Affirm excitement. Affirm excitement. It starts with the affirmation and the allowance. And it then's the allowance. So it starts with the affirmation and then the allowance follows. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you all. Thank you to the amazing moderators. You guys are incredible. Thank you, Shantae, for holding emotional space for us. And thanks for everybody that showed up. You're making progress just by being here and putting yourself into the mind frame of possibility. So do your homework, work on your excitement, and just work on being excited to be alive. You know, like being alive is pretty fucking cool and pretty fantastic feat. So at the very least, can we just be excited to be alive? Let's work on that. And we'll see what kind of exciting things come our way when we get together on Monday. I love you all. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. We're all raising our vibrations together. You have the power. I believe in you.